new document, you should go to your Start menu here. Come to Word. When the application opens, make sure you always choose the single-space document. The reason for this is if you choose blank document, Word thinks it knows how you want to lay out your document, and it will put in various sizes of line spacing. But if you choose single-space document, you're always in control then. So we choose single-space document. If you don't see single-space document here, type single-space document down here, and then it should arrive. So I'm choosing single-space document. I will create. And now what I want to do is my default setting at the moment is Calibri 11. Calibri is what we class as a true type font. And this means that it's much easier for people with sight difficulties or those with dyslexia to read. It's good to use Calibri, or an alternative one to use could be Arial. Arial down here. But I like Calibri, so I'm sticking with that one at the moment. Size 11 font is rather small, so I'm going to set size 12 as my default setting. And again, for people with sight difficulties, it's much easier if you use size 12 and above. You could even use size 14 if you want. In this instance, I'm going to use size 12. Okay, so now I have Calibri and I have size 12 as my default setting. If I want to keep that default setting for this document and any future document, which is a really good idea, saves you changing it every time, then in order to do that, go to this bit here, the pop-out window for font, and set as default. Set as default. It says, do I want to set the default to Calibri 12 for this document only, or all documents based on the single space template? I want it for all documents, so I'm going to check that box and press OK. That's it. When I want to insert information, this is a test document, full stop. We always use 2 spaces after a full stop. Okay. This is to demonstrate how default font settings can be applied to documents. 2 spaces after the full stop. 2 spaces after full stop, always. Okay. This video will help students learn how to do this. Okay, there we go. I now want to save my document, so I would go to File, I would go to Save As, and in this case I'm going to save it in my OneDrive. Click on OneDrive. Now, in order to set up new folders within OneDrive, you would sit within your OneDrive and you would right-click. So right-click on your mouse button, go to New, and give your folder a new name. Navigate with the mouse button. So I'll call these Test Documents for Practice. I want you to set up new folders for each of your units within your program. So for instance, if you're studying communication, set up a communications folder. If you're studying word processing, set up a word processing 4 folder, and so on. Okay. When I just enter, use my enter key, go to this folder, double click, and then I can save test document in here. I'm not going to call it a test document, I'm just going to call it test document practice 1. Save. Do you want to save changes to the document template? Remember, that was the template where we applied the default setting. So yes, that's it. When I want to close down my file, I press the little X at the top right hand side. So I've closed down my file. When I want to find my file again, I use this little folder down here. Okay, little folder. Go in there. And when I come to OneDrive, where all my documents are stored, I can now find test documents for practice along with all the other folders that I have. So I double click on test documents, double click on the document I want to open, and there it is again. Okay. If I want to create another new document, I would come back to my Start menu at the bottom, Start, Word. Which one do I want? I want the single-spaced one. So I go to single-spaced, press Create, and we can see Calibre's here, and it's now font 12. So that's perfectly okay. That's the way that I want to do things. And that's how you create a standard default font for your new documents, but always use single-spaced document as well. It also shows you how to set up new folders within your OneDrive